sun, it's really, really super nice. But if you're in the shade, it's a little chilly because of the wind. And I parked over in the shade. Uh, I just tired of sitting in the room today and watching TV, and I was like, you know what? I said, I'm gonna go say hello to everybody on TikTok and see how they're doing. I ain't been able to be on in the last couple of weeks. Um, Schedule I've been keeping, it's ever too early to go on before work or too late after work. Um, a lot of times after work, I'm not. I just want to come in and lay down, take a shower, eat supper, lay down. I don't want to get online because it's 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. By the time I get home. Hey Tamara, it's going pretty good. I'm absolutely loving the new job. 100% loving the new job. Only had one mild snag so far, and it came off of basically here. Um, the the idiots who are constantly reporting my cash apps, they succeeded on getting my cash app shut down. That's how I was getting paid. But luckily, I was able to get a cash card at work, and there was no interference in my paycheck. So, but there almost was. It was like 2 days before payday, and I just so happened to check my emails, and it said Cash App had been closed. And I was like, son of a, you know. So, but luckily, work gave me a pay card. So, and can't nobody mess with that pay card. So, hey, Michelle, how are you doing? Hey, Holly and Ben, how are y'all doing? Hey, Coach Scout, how are you doing? That's awesome. I'm just enjoying a day off. So, I've been working a weird schedule, so I haven't been able to get on very often. Oh, they're still trying to bother me. They just can't. They can't bother. Like I said, they got my cash app shut down, and that's how I was going to get my paychecks. And but like I said, luckily it got caught in time, and work was able to give me a pay card. So, um, and then I don't know who they're trying to mess with now, but there's a listen. I'm for sure I'm not the only guy in this world with my name, right? Um, I mean, you can Google it, and you'll probably come up with 20 other people with the exact same name. Maybe the middle name might not be the same, but most of it is. And so they started reporting someone else's cash out. Um, that's not me, but they don't believe it's me, so they're messing up with someone else's stuff now. So yeah, so some poor guy, just because he shares a name with me, is going to sit there and his cash app will end up getting screwed up because of these people on here, because they believe it's me, and they go on. So But hopefully soon they leave me completely alone. They stop with these pictures, and they're still making the pictures, and to me it's kind of like it's a little weird at this point because someone in that group has got some I think they're um, a little homophobic, or they might be homosexual themselves and just don't want to come out and say it because they are pretty well accept they're pretty well content with posting pictures that puts me in a situation where I look like I'm cross dressing and putting the LGBTQ flag behind me and all that stuff. So, but that's okay for them to do that. They justify it as its awareness. So, I am going to sit down. Very much hateful. They are. Not all of them's that way. A lot of them are though. So it's kind of like they get they get bunched into. They get put in a box with everybody, and it's kind of like this is kind of the way I describe it. Like you go and you buy something you got to put together, and say it's let's just say it's an outdoor grill. You're buying a grill, but then you open it up, and all the other parts are in different bags and boxes, and you got to take all that apart. That's how the awareness community is to me. They're in a box like a grill, but then they're all boxed differently. And you take them out of their boxes, and they all go together. So, new job is doing absolutely great. I love the new job. Um, so, thank you for the heart me there, hippie. Happy Tuesday to you. It's a beautiful Tuesday here, guys. It really is. Um, so, very, very beautiful day. I'm not for sure what they're doing. It looks like they're pressure washing some stuff here. But I need about 5 minutes of that pressure washer on this car. We are doing a lot better. Uh, I mean, just we're doing a lot better. We're on the verge of coming completely out of everything and being able to, you know, not worry about anything. Uh, so the room's paid for this week that I paid for with the check. Uh, I paid for last week. I paid for this week. Um, so about the only thing we're really kind of struggling on at this point is groceries. I get paid Friday, so we've got to make it 3 days on groceries somehow. And then, and I know they're going to be saying that's dry bagging, but hey, if anybody would be willing to help with anything going towards groceries, that'd be a blessing. I'm not going to lie about it. I would take help in a heartbeat. But it's like this next paycheck is going to be a lot better than my last paycheck. Um, we are, of course, despise what anybody wants to say about me. Thank you for that. I talk a lot. And hippie, Jenny, new job is going great. Despite what anybody wants to say or about me and Angela, first thing I did when I got the job was report it to EBT office. Reported everything, and and with the job being reported and everything, we will not get EBT this month. Um, So, everybody wants to say that I don't do stuff the right way and I don't do this and I don't do that. The right thing to do is to, you know, report it when you got a job. You're not listening. I got a job. I reported it. And with that report, I lost what little EBT I was getting. And I'm fine with that because we'll be able to support ourselves completely very, very soon. So, okay. I feel wonderful. It does. You know, like I said, the only stress we have is just getting through a few days worth of groceries to another paycheck. But then the paycheck comes and I pay the room again and we buy groceries and we're doing better. Um, so yes, I am asking if anybody can help me with anything going towards groceries to cover 3 days before a paycheck. Um, I definitely need that help, but I'm not asking for the room. I'm not asking for gas. All that's taken care of. All that's paid for by me. So we are on the verge of. I honestly, in my heart, believe this is the last time I'll be on asking for help because with what I'm going to be making every week, um, I don't foresee us on like we was asking for help. We will be on though. We are going to come on and talk and I don't know, maybe try to battle some down the road. I got a weird schedule. Angela doesn't get on much because of the trolls, and that is 100%. She can't get on here and argue with them, but she will. She's not as thick skinned as I am, and she's very quick tempered. So it's smarter for her just to stay off. Uh, like I said, got a day off today. She hasn't started the work from home job just yet. We actually checked in on that about a week ago, and they said that everything was sent back to them, uh, but I don't think they sent it to the right address for it to be returned back. Um, we gave them the right address, and they're supposed to be shipping things back out. I will work some weekends. Some weekends I won't work. Um, like this coming week, I'll be working Saturday. I won't work Sunday. Tuesday and Sunday will be my days off this week. Um, or next week I'll work the whole weekend, and then the week after that I'll be off the weekend. So kind of changes. My hours don't change. Whatever day that they have me working, I'll work the same hours that I'll work on every other day. But my the hours of the days won't change, but the days will change. So, but I like the job. It's a good job. I'm enjoying it. This shift's a little. They call it a hybrid shift. I basically call it you might as well call it a second shift. Most of my hours are done on the second shift time, but I don't get off like a second shift person would. Like, most second shift jobs, they go in like at 3, they're gonna get off at 11. I'm home and in the shower by 9:15. So that's it's pretty good. Glad today was one of my days also because it's so pretty out here. So what's everybody doing today? It's definitely pretty out here today. It's low 70s. Yeah, I don't figure they could give. They couldn't figure out much from what I just said. I would hope if they could listen. I said it a million times on here. If anybody can figure out from what I just said where I'm working at, they should definitely be working for the FBI because that was some very vague information. You know, why y'all people got to come here today and try to be assholes? Just why? It's like I'm on here in a good mood. Ain't been on in a minute. Saying hi to everybody because I haven't been on in a minute. Got a day off. In a very good mood today, and people just want to come in here and be butts. I don't understand it. Like, do y'all not have something better to do with y'all's lives than bother people? It doesn't seem like y'all do. Cold in Ohio. No, in the shade it's a little breezy, and in the shade it's a little cooler here. But if you're off in the sun, um, it's pretty nice. So it's whew, I tell you, ain't nothing like a good finger popping. It's in the low 70s, maybe high 60s. It's pretty nice. I'm not for sure exactly what it is. Hey, Paige, I'm having a pretty good day. How about yourself? Raining and in the 60s in Florida. Yeah, I think Florida's got unpredictable weather like we do. I don't care, Kale. I really don't. Oh, 4:25, and what are you doing up at 4:25 in the morning? Roll that window back down a little bit. That's how Tennessee weather is. If you don't like it, you can wait a few minutes, it'll change. We'll be in tornado season here pretty soon. Oh, I know what you mean there, Paige. Mine's whenever I left NSK and everything, mine was stupid. And I left there. I was first shift job for 7.5 years, going in, waking up at 5 in the morning, going in at 6. And when I left there, I went to a second shift job, and that was a oh Lord, it took me forever to get used to that. Like at 9 o'clock at night, uh, my body would start going to sleep because that's what it was used to for 7.5 years. 9 o'clock, we start shutting down. 10 o'clock, we in the bed. 10:15, we out. 5 o'clock, we're up. I'd get off at second, and then by the time I got used to it, I was still waking up every morning at 5. If I got to choose, I'm going to take a first shift spot. But I'd rather have first than second. You miss everything on second shift. That's when everybody else is off and they're doing stuff. And yeah, exactly. Page, exactly. But yeah, second shift, you're missing. If there's any sports or something you want to watch somebody in that's being played at that time. We're talking about sleep now. I'm yawning. I actually slept pretty good last night too. It was first time in a long time I got a good night's rest. Yeah, a lot of people love second shift. I did it at Rough Country for about 2 years, and I got tired of missing everything. Um, me and my wife don't have kids, but my niece's ball games and stuff. I missed every one of those, and the Fourth of July get-togethers, and I'm in afternoon time right now. It is 1:30 where I'm at. 1:30 p.m. where I'm at. Whew. Sorry, I'm not more entertaining today. Yeah, I do believe we're Central Time. I was looking at the way um, TikTok has changed the gifting scale up again. These other two windows down. Let some fresh air through this car. Like half the car's under the shade and the other half's in the sun. When that breeze is going good, it's quite comfortable. So, what do you guys want to talk about today? Anything in particular? Well, honestly, Kentucky Queen today only I need help with is to get a few groceries, um, and that would be it. No, we're not getting EBT any longer. Uh, when I started working, the first thing I did was report that to the EBT office, and the pay and everything from the first check put me above the limit of being able to get them anymore. So they said it would be cut off before the next deposit was made. So my next deposit was supposed to be on the 8th, and I used the app for it. Kentucky Queen, I'm just trying to get till Friday. Um, I don't really have a number in my head. Hey, Wendy, I was just whatever I can get, we can make last. We can stretch. We can buy cheap. It's kind of my thinking. Wendy, things are going pretty good. The job is going absolutely fantastic. Uh, I love it. Off today, so definitely enjoying today's opportunity to be off work. So yeah, everything's been going pretty good. We just a little short in groceries this week, but like I said, next week's going to be even better because the paycheck's going to be better. So I'm I'm quite positive this is. Oh, well, I'm hoping. Let me say it this way: I'm hoping that this is absolutely the last time I have to get on here and ask for any kind of help. So, but I'm pretty positive that it will be. So, if anybody be willing to help us with anything at all going towards groceries, we'd definitely appreciate it. Be a blessing. I'm going to need one more person to double tap the screen, please. I don't like the number I'm at. There we go. Thank y'all for that. Call it what you will. I just don't like them 666s showing up on something. It's kind of where it was stalled at for a minute was 666s. Well, Sugar Lips, me and my wife has been homeless for quite some time. We have a place to stay now. I'm working now, and we're about back on our feet. Not just when I say back on our feet, I'm talking about like we can sustain ourselves and start moving forward to being able to get back some things we've lost along the way. Just living a normal life. But I am kind of asking today if anybody can help me out with anything towards groceries. That's the one thing that we're short of this week. Our room's taken care of. Gas for the car's taken care of. So, thank you, Sugar Lips. Well, real deal, I don't tell anybody where I'm at. So I will have to respectfully say thank you for that offer, but I will also have to turn that offer down because I will not give anybody my location of where I'm at. Nobody knows where I'm at, and that's how I'm trying to keep it for safety reasons because I cannot afford to be forced out of another hotel because of awareness finding out where I'm at. Um, I'm trying to be very respectful with you. I don't know you. So without knowing someone, I have to treat everybody as I can't give too much information to. I'm not saying you would run with that information and tell anybody, but I have to treat situations like that. Um, hey, Beach Girl, I would appreciate the offer, but I just cannot jeopardize giving my location out. And there's people in here that can testify to us getting forced out of hotels because of trolls and stuff and people calling the hotel and getting us kicked out of them. So I appreciate that. Hey, Roman. I appreciate that, but like I said, I just cannot. I can't jeopardize that situation of letting anybody know where I'm at. I'm not saying anybody who's offering it right now it would be, hey, would run tell anything, but it's one of the things like I can't risk. Um, I don't mind proving to anybody that that's where the money went to. I really don't. But it's like I just can't. I can't take that risk. Hey, Glenda. I have PayPal and Venmo. Um, I I'm not really for sure. I do have Zelle, but I hardly ever use it. I got Venmo and stuff. I think I got Zelle. I'm not for sure if I got Zelle or not. Zelle. I'm not really 100% sure how it's pronounced. Again, the real deal. I would have to tell you the city that I'm at, and people don't even know the city I'm at. So, um, I had it at one time. I would have to look up and see if it's still open. Right now, I would have to just have cash and it's going straight to the grocery store. Unless it's somebody like, and I'm going to use her for an example because she's in here. Glenda. Glenda knows me in real life. Um, if Glenda called me and was like, hey, um, I'm going to drop something off to you, where you at? I would tell her in a heartbeat. Elliot, this is my day off this week. I'm off today and I'm off Sunday. So Shellbell, the only way I would do a pickup order is if I know the person. And that's just because I would have to give out the city that I'm at. And we've dealt with so much where people know where we're at and causing us problems. It's like right now, I feel like, because some of them are still guessing, trying to figure out where we're at. Um, they can deny it all they want, but I've seen the messages. You know, we got to start making phone calls to. You got to figure out their hotels so we can make phone calls. You know. The job is going fantastic, Beach Girl. It is absolutely going fantastic. I was telling everybody earlier, it's like I'm on kind of a weird schedule. Um, it's never too early to go home before I go to work, or it's like by the time I get home, take a shower, and sit down, eat supper. It's like I just want to go to bed because it's like 10:15. It's after 10. Time I get done with all that, I get home, take a shower. I'm in the shower by 9:15 ish. So we're in that ballpark, and then it's like I just want to relax, and especially the last 2 weeks because I've worked 6 days a week. Um, so girl's on vacation, and I picked up one of her days, and somebody else picked up some days. So uh, actually, payday is Friday. Um, our room is completely covered. The room is completely paid for the week. We're just looking for some help to get some groceries. We have absolutely no money, uh, and we're just looking to try to get some help to get some groceries until payday. We're not getting our EBT anymore because I turned in my work and everything, and it put me over the limit. They told me I would not get my next deposit. You too, Glenda. Glad you popped in today. Um, they are resending the stuff out. They said they sent the stuff to us, but it was sent back. I think they sent it to the wrong mailing address. And they're supposed to be sending everything back out to her. So we're hoping that by the first of next week, she has all that, and she can start the work from home stuff. So yeah, like I said, they said it was sitting back. The place we're staying at said they didn't get anything. Um, and I was going every day and checking, and they kept saying, but they said they had it, returned to sender. So no, Sam, I just explained that EBT does not reload tomorrow. I reported me working, and That put me over the limit to be able to draw anything from EBT, so they told me my next deposit would not go on. Because unlike what some people say on here, I do everything legally. As soon as I started working, I reported it. So we wasn't getting much anyway, and it would have helped. But you know, it is what it is. But we're just 3 days, basically, well, 2.5 days basically away from payday. This job pays by the week. I was very shocked to find a job that pays by the week. Mostly everything now loves that every 2 weeks pay. So, but they said they pay every week, and I was, thank the Lord. Yeah, that's crazy, beach girl. Whew, that would suck. You say bi-monthly? Do you mean like every other week or every other month? I'm assuming you mean every other month, but that would definitely suck. We are. They're doing some kind of. They was doing some pressure washing. I don't know what they're doing now. They're doing some work up here today. I'm sitting outside. Okay, that's what I thought you meant. But I was just when you said bi-monthly, and I was just like, I was hoping you don't get paid every 2 months because that would definitely suck. We are going to start looking for permanent housing. Um, Now that we're getting some steady paychecks in, we're going to start looking, seeing what we can afford, and then start putting money back every week to try to get there. So, because I'm working, Dawn, I just got a few days here that I can't, I came up short on the groceries, but after this week, check's going to be better, more hours, check's better. So that's exactly how. She's going to try to do the from home stuff if they get her stuff back out. They're supposed to be resending the laptop and everything. Dawn, there's no reason to come in here and be in a butt today. There really isn't. We're sitting here having a nice conversation. And if you want to come in here and just be a butthole, then just by all means, go do something better with your day. You know, I don't know what you got a, I don't know what's going on, with your day, but this is all you got to do. Hey, Twisted, how are you doing? Don, I'm trying to do better with my life. Thank you. And I hope you do the same with yours. Twisted, it is going fantastic. It is going absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I love it. It's probably one of the better jobs that I've ever had. Like, not financial wise. NSK was obviously, you know, again, people, I don't know why y'all just want to come in here and be rude today. We're just, no one's pulling y'all's chains. Oh, I love it. I love it. I've worked with some good people. Like I said, it's not the best job I've had financially, but like the actual job, it's probably the best job I've ever had. And it stands to be in time um, the best job financially. Nobody starts off, you know, top of the pay scale. So, okay, Craig, man, I hope everything's going good with you, man. We're doing pretty good here. We're just trying to bridge the gap till Friday with get some food. Hippie, I went around to a few places this morning. A few of the um, blessing boxes that are around here, and they was pretty thin. You know, they was pretty thin. Um, Went to a couple of churches that had some food banks, and we got some ramen noodles. That's what we had for lunch from one of them, and that was about all they had supplied was ramen noodles at one. I was thankful for those though, 100%. It's just I don't think people realize that food for people is becoming such a huge problem that food banks and stuff are getting zapped. Man, they're getting drained, and I don't think people realize that because and I'm not saying anything bad against you at all, hippie, but people don't realize, you know, people don't realize the state of food banks until they start going to them. Angel, I have been on. I will tell you I have been on for 50 minutes and no one has helped yet. I tell you, Beach, you're right on that one. And I tell you, Kroger's and Walmart's doing it. Walmart's $8.88. Kroger's was just a flat $8 for 2 pounds of hamburger meat. Uh, it's like if we catch that out and we got the money, we buy up several packs of it and just freeze it. We've been, buying those. They got a pack of chicken legs. It's got like 12 chicken legs in it. We'll buy that. And, oh, they're pretty good about yourself. Gentleman's out here with his puppy, trying to teach his puppy how to go outside. Well, Tommy, we're gonna have to figure that out down the road, and we'll have to figure out how because I do not longer have a cash app because the people reporting my cash app. So, man, exactly. Beach, yeah, exactly. Beach girl. Like Taco Tuesday used to be an everyday thing, but now like Taco Tuesday's like $50. Yeah, Kelly, because my paycheck didn't cover all my groceries after I paid the rest of my after I paid my room. We put gas in the car, bought a few groceries. It got us till last night, and that's when we ran out. I don't have any more money to pay that. Yes, we do have a dog. We've had Juju for a very long time. Venmo will ask for a lot of stuff. Um, but out of all of them, I feel like Venmo is the safest. We have a Jack Russell Chihuahua mix. She's an old baby. She was my wife's. She was my wife's grandmother's dog, and when she passed, we took Juju in. Yeah, I think PayPal is the easiest to set up. Cash App's pretty easy to set up, but like I said, with the trolls, and they can take pride in this because they 100% did it with them getting my Cash App shut down. I can start a new one, but I have to have a new device, and I can't afford to go out and buy a new phone just to start a Cash App. So it's kind of said I do believe I still have Zelle, but I don't know or Zelle. I don't even know how that's really pronounced. She eats kibbles and bits, the soft and chewy, because she's 12 to 14 years old. She's an old baby. So yeah, okay. Uh, she's an old baby, so she has to eat something that's soft on her gums, and she has plenty of food. She has a full bag of food. You know, her bowl stays full. Um, I don't believe. Some people tell me I'm wrong for this. If they have Venmo, yeah, Tommy, I could, but it won't be right now. It'll have to be down the road when I start getting more paychecks. But yeah, yeah, that's how Juju's doing. She's just old, and her teeth are starting to go, and so we try to get her the softest food. Da, 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 da. But yeah, fortunately, a $10 bag of food for her will you know last forever. Yeah, we give her a little bit off our plates, a little bit of bread and a little piece of meat. She loves eggs. Um, Absolutely loves eggs. So when I get up and if I cook a breakfast, I will I'll soft scramble her an egg on the side and chop it up real fine and give her an egg. Like I said, she absolutely loves eggs. And Granny would feed them bologna. She had three little ones. She had the mother, the Juju, and her and her little brother. And yeah, they got to get their part. I call it paying taxes. Like you got to pay the food tax to the uh, uh, to the babies. Hey, Roadkill, how are you doing? Your recovery still going pretty good? Yeah, bologna's bad for him, but that's what Granny would pack a bologna, and she'd go in there every day and get each one of them dogs a slice of bologna, and give each one of them babies a slice of bologna, and that was every day. They get their one slice of bologna. Beach Girl, I borrowed some money from two women on here, and handled the situation of paying them back completely wrong. Was actually working on paying them back. Nobody ever wants to mention that, but was working on paying them back with DOV, and he stepped in and stopped that. And believe me, I have every intentions on making sure these two women get paid back. So, because a lot of them, they're not going to have anything to say about me after that. And I look forward to that day. I really do. I guess then they'll just make homophobic pictures of me and make me look like I'm a cross dresser, and um, I guess that's all they'll have to do with me then. That's awesome, Roadkill. Love it. Love that news. I try to stay away from the payday loans because they will rip you a new one. I learned that the hard way when I was young. Yeah, anybody can ask a question as long as it's not rude. But I want everybody to realize something. You can ask any questions you want. Just because you ask the question, you're not owed an answer. And I know that sounds kind of bad, but sometimes people ask questions and they think they should get the answer to it just because they asked the question, but it's not always how it goes. Tuss, the job is going absolutely fantastic. Snickers, I am going to block you because I've just answered that question 4 other times. Yeah, Shelbel, the payday loans are absolutely horrible. It's like I learned a long time ago, like that and title loans. Oh my God, I got a title loan one time. And I said, never again. But yeah, roadkill, exactly. Praise the God. Praise the Lord that everything's going good with you. I'm happy to hear that. Oh, exactly, Tess. And it's going to. It's like when I'm sitting here and not having to face anything but 2.5 days worth of groceries is all we need. I'm asking for help for just to get enough groceries, get by to payday, and then the room's paid again. Refrigerator gets stocked back up. We get to buy a little bit extra because I work some. I got about 7 hours overtime. So thank you, Storm. So things are getting better. Things are getting a lot better. Room paid for by myself for the last 2 weeks. Feels fantastic. Like I said, the only thing we need help with this week is just a little help on groceries. She's had some up and down type days. She's always had migraines and everything. She's been having some issues with that. Um, so and She hasn't been back to her neurologist lately. I do know she has an appointment pretty soon. She's actually going to go see a new neurologist. Her neurologist set her up with the neurologist where we're at now. We closer to us because the drive we'd have to make to go see her old one would put us at almost a 2-hour drive to get there. Um, so it kind of shifted her around. This new one wants to see her. So she's been having a lot of headaches. Uh, Luckily, she hasn't had. I think she might have had one seizure in the last couple of weeks. But she's had a few days where her headaches have laid her down pretty well all day. Um, so this new neurologist, hopefully we get in there and she can figure out something that might work for these headaches. The one she had wasn't too bad. Um, she does take medicine for him. She always has. But she was off them for a little while. Her neurologist gave her a pretty good fussing about that and everything. Um, so I do not want to share what she is taking online. I really don't think that's relevant right now to share. The guy and his puppy. Huh? Hey, Detroit. I didn't say she was shy. I just thought it doesn't really matter what she's taking because, you know, I have the right not to choose that information. I have the choice not to share that information. That's what I meant to say. Detroit, the job is going great. She does have conversations with people in her groups and stuff on Facebook and people she knows and stuff like that. But and she's giving advice to people who are like, "Hey, I'm new taking this. What can I look forward to in this? Is this something that's normal? Is this that and the other?" She'll talk to people like that, but just me randomly telling everybody what she's on, that's I think we all have a right to choose what we want to take as private in our life and what we want to share. So if I don't want to share it, I don't want to share it. Yeah, roadkill. I feel you on that. I'm on quite a few different meds myself. Not, I don't think I'm on 13. It's awesome, Journey. That is awesome. Some people don't have that luxury though, but I'm glad it's working out for you with that. I would love to say that same thing. Um, I've known quite a few people who's tried to get off some of the meds that I'm on and try to go natural, and it just did not work. I'm not saying it won't work for me. I haven't had the opportunity to go more natural in the meds and stuff. So, I'm trying to think how many meds I take. Thank you for the wink, wink. I'm on 7 different types of meds. That's my main focus at this point. Um, Tusk is um, get my diet back right because I'll be able to afford to get the diet right. It's not going to be just a have to eat whatever I can put together type thing. Uh, and it's like that's an awesome journey. That really is. I completely lost it, my train of thought. I'll be honest with you. I got distracted by something and was just like, what? Hey, Christina, how are you doing? Sorry, I'm still distracted. Yeah, eating healthy is it's extremely expensive. Hell, let's just be honest. Eating right now is expensive. You know, like we was talking about earlier, like hamburger meat's a treat. You know, but that's kind of what put us in the spot we're in this week was just not enough money to go around in the grocery store. We're going to be back on our feet, and we're doing it by ourselves with some help from some great hearts on here. I ain't even go. I mean, there's no can't sugarcoat that. Can't do anything but speak the truth. We have had a lot of help from a lot of great people, and without that, we wouldn't be surviving this long. Um, but we're going to be back on our feet, and it's going to be soon. It's going to be sooner than later, and we'll be back eating right. I'm going to be back going to the gym, and wish I was close enough to a Sam's Club to justify the drive. By the time I drive to Sam's, I might as well just spend the money at the regular grocery stores closer. I would love to be close enough to a Sam's to to shop there because everybody's like, "Man, Sam's got these great deals," and I'm just like, "Oh man, yeah, I gotta drive, again, almost 2 hours to get to Sam's and then back, and the way gas prices are right now, it's like I can just go to a regular grocery store as close, and you know, and that sucks. Like it sucks. Like when you're choosing, um, gas here now is officially 4.09 a gallon. That's what it was this morning when I got out trying to get us a little help with food. Um, so to drive a almost 4 hour round trip to buy groceries, I wouldn't be saving anything. But man, if we had one in town, it would be, God bless. You must be out west, or the further you get to or the closer you get to California, the higher it gets. Seattle. Lord, I don't even know what diesel is. I never really look at diesel prices. I know the other day when I was like, yeah, I need I had $10 put in the gas tank to get to payday. I was like, yeah, we'll get 10 on pump four. And I went out there and it was just like a little bit over 2 gallons. I was like, man, how much am I paying for this crap? That is a good idea. I've never thought about the local farmer markets. Farmers market we had back in Dyersburg sucked. It was it sucked. You'd go up there and be like, "Oh, the farmers market's the first Saturday of the month," and you get up there and it's like, "Oh, this girl set up selling her candles, and this one's knitting stuff, and this one's over here has got jewelry for sale," and I'm just like, where's like the vegetables and fruits?" Boy, my ear's itching. Left ear too, so that means somebody's talking bad about me. My papa always say, if your left ear is itching, somebody's talking bad about you. Right ear, somebody's talking good about you. My left ear is on fire. That gas is absolutely crazy. That's pretty cool, Journey. Whew. Man, my ear. And as y'all can see, nothing ever changes. They still want to make fun of me because I'm a big guy. It's like, yeah, it's just like, it gets so old, though. It really does. It gets so old. Like, at what point do they grow up and stop being kids on a playground? Gotta be. But, guys, if anybody could help us with anything going towards getting us some groceries for the next few days. Mandy, I am working. We are getting back on our feet. We're not 100% on them yet, but we are a lot closer than we was. I agree with you, Tusk. If you want to DM me, I'll give you my Venmo. Venmo usually doesn't take that long. They ask for a lot of stuff, but like Angel made one the other day in like 5 minutes. I mean, they asked for a lot of approvals and stuff. It's like it wasn't. Journey, they're sad individuals who never get any credit. They probably don't have any friends. And so they jump on the hate wagon because everybody's like, man, you really zinged them with that. They get approval from these people for being hateful. And it's just like, it's sad. Um, it's sad that people do that. It really is. Um, like just to be hateful, just to get someone else's approval, is stupid. Oh, I'm gonna call you fat, and I'm gonna run over here, and they're gonna tell me I did a good job. Okay, it's stupid. You know, and they make themselves look more and more stupid every day. With every picture they post, you know, yeah, and it's just people today are so eager to be accepted by everyone. They've got to be accepted by the groups, and if a group has if one group is more popular than the other group, that's the group they want to be accepted by. Hey, Shirley, and sadly enough, um, just because the group's got a lot of number and they're popular doesn't mean it's the right group to be with. Hitler could wipe out the world with today's people because so many of them are so desperate to belong and so desperate to be with somebody and so desperate to be a part of something that they jump on whatever's got the biggest numbers and the biggest following, and that's got to be the right thing because it's the biggest. And someone like Hitler could rule the world off the thinking of people like that today because they would all jump on it and justify everything that's being done because it's a big group doing it. Oh, if 1,000 people tell you the sky's pink today and 100 people tell you no, it's blue, well, the sky's got to be pink because 1,000 people said it. That's unfortunately that's the mentality that people have today. If you get enough people saying something is the truth, then it's got to be the truth because more people said it. You know, heaven forbid two people agree, but it's the truth. It's absolutely the truth, and it's about anything in this world. You don't believe it? Go look at politics. Go look at the flat Earth, round Earth debate. It's all the same scenario. Ask 10 people why Trump's bad, and 8 of them will tell you what someone else told them about him. 2 people have an opinion. That wasn't the door open for politics. I'm just saying, like we could do that with Biden. We could do that with Obama. People hate those people because groups hate them, or people love them because groups love them. And then you've got this small little group that's over there all by itself that are like, I like them because I learned the facts of that person. I learned what they do and I learned what they stand for. And And to sit here and with a name that says God does not like ugly, but y'all come on here and bully me and talk about my size, call my wife's names, and you're going to sit here and tell me God doesn't like ugly. You're going to put me in pictures making me look like a transsexual? Put me in pictures where I'm in front of the LGBTQ flag, but y'all going to come on here with the nerve and the gumption to say God doesn't like ugly, referring to me. Again, I did not open up the door for politics. It's anything. It's cars. It's I like Ford. I like Chevy. Well, Ford's a better vehicle. Why is Ford a better vehicle? Because my daddy said it was. That's that's what I'm referring to. I shouldn't have said anything about politics. I should have used something else. You know, I probably just missed my southern slang on the word turned it into gumption. Uh, but it's like so many people want to be accepted by the bigger group that they'll go to whatever the bigger group says. And that's what I deal with a lot of. I deal with a lot of that. I deal with a lot of bullying. I deal with a lot of other crap. And if you can sit there and still justify it at the end of the day, like I don't see how anybody can justify making fun of someone's weight in any way. I mean, I don't see it. I don't understand it. I don't see it. I don't get the fun of it. I don't get the what's so cool of it. I've blocked people off my page because they do it. I don't want to be associated with it. I don't like it when people do it to me. Yeah, I'll be right back. Thank you, Roadkill. But they justified that it's not bad, and they justified that it's not bullying. It's not, none of that. It's just fun. It's just harmless fun. I wasn't for sure if I mispronounced gumption. Um, and I was really on a rant and didn't even think about explaining it. I was like, I might have mispronounced it and just walked off right past it. Thank you, Roadkill. I apologize for not answering the question. I just that's just aggravating. It has nothing to do with anything going on. How does body shaming me have anything to do with me asking for help for groceries? Can somebody answer that question? How did getting on here and calling me a fat ass have anything to do with me asking for groceries? Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Ask. And I'm sorry. I was just on a little rant and I stepped all over the. I stepped all over your ask. They've called me that in here today. They'll come in with these screen names and somebody said that today. Like a lot of the screen names y'all don't get to see because I don't have any mods in here right now. But usually my mods are on it and they block a lot of stuff. Um, y'all bear with me. No, I was trying to cut. I was trying to. Oh Lord have mercy. Hey, I'm back. I don't know. I guess it paused that time. Today's supposed to be the last day on the app. Who said that? So I'm trying to figure out Tusk. Hello, gardening girl. Who said that earlier? Nobody said it was the last day on the app. Hey, Janene. Did anybody hear me say this is my last day on the app? Yeah. How do you translate that to it's my last day on the app? See, that proves my point of what I'm talking about, guys. So you don't have your facts straight, but then you say it and just out. That's what was said. Y'all see how many times that can happen? It happens a lot. Oh, he said this, he said that, and it was never said. And I get that it could be an honest mistake. I get that one could be, but a lot of time it's not. And see, the crazy thing is, Lacey, there shouldn't ever be a replay for you to go back to. So you know someone's streaming me, so you've been watching it from where? Have you been in my live the whole time? The whole hour and 40 minutes? Okay, so you heard something, heard it wrong, and then you come in here and say it. And then you're like, I'll go watch the replay. Hmm. So this is another thing that gets me. It's like people will think they heard something and then they start stating it as a fact. And then somebody else will hear it and be like, oh, well, so and so said it. This goes back to my point of just because someone says it doesn't mean it's true, accurate, or right. Takes me to that point again. You thought you heard something, so you repeated it. You just so happened to repeat it in this room where it could be corrected. So it's like when I said I don't have a Facebook anymore. At that point, I didn't. But you know what? I reactivated it, and now I'm being called a liar because I said 2 weeks before I reactivated my Facebook that I didn't have one. So if people hear something, think they heard something, and repeat it, and then that's how rumors get started. That's how BS gets spread. If you don't know what an awareness page is, you are better off. I mean, one of the top awareness creators will sit there and go, in my opinion, they have done this, and in my opinion, they have done that. And then in the same breath go, I only come with facts. Okay, so ever she's dumb and doesn't know the difference between a fact and an opinion, or she's just starting stuff. I don't think she's dumb. She's a very educated woman. She knows exactly what she's doing with starting the sentence of, I think this is my opinion, but I only come with facts. She knows exactly what she's doing. Exactly. So, anyway, I really didn't mean to get aggravated today. Just wanted to come on here and talk, see if I can get some help with some groceries today, and then go on with the day. But it's just, I ain't on my tombstone. It's going to say it is what it is. Weather here is beautiful. It is beautiful today. Yeah, that end of Tennessee is beautiful. The only thing we have on my end of Tennessee is potholes. We're kind of going the opposite way in the earth. We're going into the earth. I'm not going to stay on much longer. I'm going to stay on for about another 10, 12 minutes. So to put me at the 2 hour mark, go in and see the missus and being enjoy the rest of my day off with them, I guess, and kind of hard to relax when I know we're both going to want something for supper and there's nothing to eat. It is what it is, though. You know. Oh well. Could be worse. Could be worse. So we're gonna look at it. You're fine. I understand. I understand people can't help. You know, it's just it's hard on anything. Susan, the one I went to this morning was I went to two and went to some blessing boxes, and they was all kind of just ravished. I was able to get some ramen noodles for we ate them for lunch, and that was about it. Food prices are outrageous, and they're only going to get worse. You viewed my profile to make sure it's you or boss goes on TikTok. I don't even think this is a good idea. Well, so what's the joke now? There, the Matilda page that we're in this group. So since we don't have food, we won't be using the bathroom, so we don't have to buy toilet paper because we won't have anything to digest. Is that the joke you're trying to make? They keep saying there's no need for toilet paper, so I'm guessing that's the joke they're trying to make. Since I don't have anything for us to eat, we won't have to digest anything, so we won't have to use toilet paper. Yeah. Hey, funny today. It's it gets hard to deal with. It does, and it's bothering me right now a little bit. And when they know when it starts bothering you, that's when they lay in more. No, and nobody say anything about needing toilet paper or needing groceries. And when they see something bothers you, that's what they really lean on, and that's why I try not to let anything bother me. But you know, I'm just a man. Stuff will get to me from time to time. Hey, Jeep Girl. Hey, Ashley. How y'all doing? The crazy thing is, too, I came on this chat. I felt good. I was in a good mood. I was in a really good mood. You know, I was chipper. We was cutting up. We was having conversations. And 2 hours later, I feel like I've been. I don't know. I just feel like I've been pushed too much. I'm here, Ashley. It's the best answer I can give you. You're good. Jeep Girl, I try not to, but sometimes they just keep on and keep on and keep on enough to it just absolutely bothers me, and they just and that's their whole intention of getting on here like that is to do that until it bothers somebody. So you're fine, man. It doesn't do any good to report them to anybody. Nobody does anything about it. TikTok doesn't even hold their standards up. Y'all see that one? The screen name on that one. Y'all see that? The picture's got me in a red bathing suit like I'm a woman. Yeah, I'm outside. I came outside to sit, enjoy the weather and stuff. It's beautiful here today. Jeep girl, you're 100% right. Angela's doing all right. She's inside the room. I'm about to get off and go in just a second myself. I done spent 2 hours trying to get us some help, and ain't nobody helping. Nobody can. I don't guess nobody's doing anything. And I understand that if you can't, it is what it is these days. Everything's tough for everybody. I appreciate that. Thank you, hippie. Appreciate that. I've done answered that question so many times, talk a lot. I think I answered it to you once, to be honest with you. I know you've been in here while I've answered it several times. I just don't know. Went to some this morning. Even went to a few blessing boxes, and they're all just replenished. Hippie, I I just got that. Breeze feels good. Breeze feels dang good. Blowing a few clouds in. So, guys, I'm getting off here. Maybe regroup, come back on. I don't know. You guys have a good one.